The Karnataka elections are now less than 25 days away. The only southern state with a considerable BJP presence will go to polls on 10th May 2023. Political pundits are predicting a tough road ahead for the Bharatiya Janata party, as many top leaders from the state are resigning as the party leadership decided to drop as many as 18 sitting MLAs from the nomination list for 2023 polls. Raghupati Bhatt is also among the sitting MLAs who has not been given a ticket this time. Bhatt is the sitting MLA from Udupi who was among the first ones who had raised the issue of girls wearing hijabs in schools. Despite the issue gaining international recognition, the MLA from Udupi was denied ticket. He came in front of media persons after he was denied ticket and cried asking what did he do wrong. Now, the 224-member Karnataka Assembly has BJP as the single largest party with Basavraj Bommai as the Chief Minister since 2019, after the Saffron Party came back to power after engineering defections from the Congress Party and the JDS. The BJP had to incorporate these Congress defectors in the list, thus, many sitting MLAs were denied ticket. One of the shocking news which we are hearing today is the move of Lakshman Sawadi from BJP to the Congress. He has joined the Grand Old Party as BJP denied him ticket from Athani seat and chose ex-Congress MLA Mahesh Kumathalli. The list of BJP leaders switching to other parties is long considering BJP's track record. Let's list out some of the striking names. Six-time MLA S. Angara from Sulya constituency in Dakshina Kannada announced his retirement from politics on Wednesday, a day after he was denied a ticket by the party. BJP MLC R. Shankar has resigned from the Legislative Council a day after the ruling party ignored his request for a ticket. R. Shankar was one of the 17 opposition MLAs who helped the BJP bring down the Congress-JDS coalition government in 2019. The opinion polls are giving an advantage to the Congress party. But will these opinion polls turn out to be true? Only time will tell. Today, to speak on the nuances of the Kannada-speaking state, we interview with senior journalist and activist Mr. Shiv Sundar. He writes on The Wire among other publications on issues concerning the state of Karnataka. We discuss whether the ticket allocation in the BJP and the subsequent resignations will harm the party. First, we ask him if it will cost the BJP to not give tickets to the old guards of the party.
The rebellious mood in the BJP is surprise even for the BJP leaders. They didn't think that there will be so much of resistance, especially from the old guards. They thought they were very much disciplined, especially people like Jagdish Shettar, who are very disciplined, very old guards. They were one, and he was once the chief minister of Karnataka also. And he has openly actually raised the flag, and he is another important Lingayat leader. And there are such people. There is almost some 14 places where there have been a public resistance and they have been burning flags of BJP and they have torn the posters of Narendra Modi. That was not actually, that was unthinkable a month before. After 2019, especially when second time Narendra Modi got his victory over Hindu Rashtra agenda, the RSS element within the BJP has been, they are emboldened. Now they think that they can make many experiments and they can do away with their moderate face. That's why just 1 year after Yediyurappa became the chief minister, because of that Operation Kamala and those things, they toppled him very unceremoniously, because that was actually unthinkable just a few years before, because he was indispensable for the BJP, because he is the person who actually brought strength to the party. There is RSS factor always, but the major chunk of the growth of BJP is due to the support base of the Lingayats, which can be singularly said it is Yediyurappa who brought most of the Lingayats through the muds. So the decision to do away with Yediyurappa or unceremoniously dethrone Yediyurappa came because of the results of the 2019 parliamentary elections, where they got 25 seats. And most of the candidates were actually selected by BL Santosh. That is there is a traditional kind of infight within the BJP. There's a BL Santosh RSS-led faction who has his own young Turks completely committed to the Hindu Rashtra agenda, etc. And there are these old moderate, very relative sense. So let us not take it in its fuller sense. Moderate when you compare it to the very aggressive young Turks. So this Yediyurappa and these people, I mean, there was an infight between them and RSS won in this battle. So then onwards, RSS and the whole BJP machinery controlled by the RSS is thinking to build its own social base, which is independent of Yediyurappa's, independent of the old guards, autonomous of this, purely on the basis of Hindu Rashtra. But nevertheless, the RSS has the agenda. They want to build a social base, and they have been successful to a larger extent. But whether in this election, whether it is impetuous in selecting some candidates, whether it will actually hamper their things, there is 50-50 chances, because it is a function of what opposition parties will make out of it. Not completely dependent upon BJP alone. How beneficial it will be for Congress, because all other parties also are also divided house.
The senior leader and Shivamogga's MLA, K.S. Ishwarappa, submitted his resignation letter to BJP National President J.P. Nadda. He was accused of demanding a 40% commission on the tender that he had been allotted for roadworks. By not giving them tickets, BJP is trying to send a message that they are against corrupt politicians. But will it help the BJP's cause? Let's understand.
Nobody will buy this argument, because the BJP government came to power only because of 15 corrupt MLAs who actually defected from basically Congress and two from JDS. All of them were corrupt to the core. And most of the MLAs, when they were in Congress and JDS, there was right from ED and CBI. And it was only due to the fear of ED rights. Many of them, I can even take names, and they have been given tickets. Some of the very same candidates have been given tickets, and for some, their wives or their children or their relatives been given tickets. So nobody in Karnataka will buy that thing. They are most corrupt candidates. Only loyalty that they seek from them is they will continue with the Hindutva agenda, and they will help the party. They help to build the party at the grassroots level, and they will not even actually touch the assets that they have made out of this corruption. But in coastal Karnataka region, which has been the Hindutva laboratory, and where the RSS social base is very strong, they have actually introduced very new faces who will be very loyal to this the new agenda.
Sir, will Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar be restricted to their own seats as both have tough opponents?
Both the leaders who are actually being field, DK Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah, were very much reluctant to actually go against these two people. In fact, Mr. Ashok, R. Ashok, who is the minister also, cabinet minister, he is fielded against DK Shivkumar in Kanakpura constituency. He is on record saying that he did not know until the list was announced that he would be fielded against DK Shivkumar. And one of the condition was that his original constituency should be retained. So they are contesting in two constituencies. So very meaning of this is that they are afraid of losing their seats when they are fighting against DK Shivkumar, or say, for example, V. Somanna against the Siddaramaiah. In fact, V. Somanna has a different history. He was a candidate. He was actually elected from the Congress ticket. Earlier, he was elected from the Janata Dal ticket, and the last resort was the BJP. Until recently, there was a serious rumors that if his ticket was for him and his son, if the ticket is not given by the BJP, he would go to Congress. That's why Congress was actually waiting for the final announcement, and he has made open statements even 2 weeks before that he will never contest before Siddaramaiah, because Siddaramaiah is the tallest leader irrespective of the party. So this is a kind of what to say, a gesture that we will take on you also. But these two candidates are very much afraid. Okay. So unless they actually invest in the constituencies where they are confident of winning, they might lose both the seats. That is the threat they have.
Okay, sir. Now, on the scrapping of the Muslim quota, will the scrapping of Muslim quota have an impact on the elections, or do you think the BJP is not trying to communalize the election this time?
Hindutva is the only agenda on which they can win. There is no other agenda. As I said, even in the Vijaypura municipal election or Kolegal by-election, they have only used Hindutva. They don't have any other plan, because they can't say Congress is corrupt, because they are the ruling government and they are tainted with corruption to the core.
Yet another hot issue this election in Karnataka is the entry of Amul in milk production sector. Nandini, which is owned by Karnataka Milk Federation, is afraid that Amul, which is owned by Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation Limited, could cause them harm in the future. How plausible are these claims, as Amul milk will be sold at a higher price?
See, it is not about the price tag. There is a longer strategy which is planned by Amit Shah as a Minister for Cooperative Department. The whole cooperative ministry was constituted exclusively to corporatize the cooperative sector. In fact, remember in 2023 January, in March, they have actually, the government of India has come out with 3 completely export oriented cooperative multi-state cooperative societies, and one of the important export led cooperative is milk cooperatives, that is milk export. For that, Amul is made the coordinating agency, and Mr. Amit Shah is on record saying in Indian Dairy Development Agency's annual convention in Ahmedabad, he is on record saying that he is going to come up with 2 lakh milk unions in each panchayat all over India. And all these panchayats will be linked to the export cooperative led by Amul. Cooperative Minister Mr. Amit Shah has introduced a new bill, Multi-State Cooperative Society Bill, through which centralization of cooperatives has been achieved. Now there will be representatives of three representatives of central government in the administration of the multi-state cooperative societies. So now it is centralized and it is corporatized. Amul is the agency to implement it.